Hey, and welcome back to the Emlyn in the Mix podcast, season 3, episode 24. Thank you so much for joining me. So much exciting things still happening. I was super worried, actually. I thought this week there wasn't going to be anything cool to talk about, but boom, out of nowhere, Roland and Moog dropping brand new products, which we're going to talk about in this podcast. But before we get to that, there is some exciting sales still happening and some amazing free software, which I want to show you. What is this podcast about? I'm actually a little bit hyperactive because I'm doing this podcast a day before when I usually do it, and I'm doing it during the day, so it's a different time of day. If you enjoy my vibe, you enjoy how I am right now, then leave a comment in the comment section below. If you're watching us on YouTube, let me know. Otherwise, I'll stick to those early morning podcasts, which I also enjoy doing. Anyway, what is this podcast about? Of course, music technology, music gear, software and hardware, studio recording, anything to do with that. Music technology, audio technology. We cover it here on the podcast. And thank you for the regular listeners and viewers who come back week to week and watch the podcast. Or listen to the podcast if you're listening on your favorite podcasting medium, or you watch us on YouTube. Of course, we're simulcast. I really appreciate it. Don't forget the support link is down below if you want to show further support than just watching and liking and doing all of that YouTube nonsense, and you want to shout me a coffee. The link is down below. Would really appreciate that. But without further ado, let's just get stuck into this week's podcast, Emlyn in the Mix. You know where it's at. All right, let's start off. We spoke about these guys last week, but this is a juicy lemon, lime, and orange summer sale from Universal Audio. Yes, they're having the half-yearly sale. If you have been eyeing off at any time in your life, or you've just been like, I really want to get into Universal Audio, their software, not even the hardware, because I know the hardware is also a very desirable and very popular product amongst producers worldwide, but their software works natively now, so you don't actually need their hardware to run the software, which is really cool. And they're having a super sale. They do, of course, have Spark, I think it was called, their subscription service. So if you don't want to just buy plugins outright, you want to go on a subscription service, that is getting sexier. But if you want some amazing deals, they've got up to 60% off right now. Go check out the store. I'm going to go quick over these sales, by the way, because I don't really like, with the podcast, unless there's super sales going on like your Black Fridays, Cyber Mondays, I don't really normally shove sales down your throat, but because there's so many good ones going on at the moment, I have to let you guys know because this is a great deal. Universal Audio, top 5 analog emulations in the world right now. Yep, there I said it. That's my opinion, and I stand by that because they really do make the best sounding analog emulations. In fact, my voice right now is going through one of their Neve emulations. It sounds so smooth. I don't even know how they do it. The just the small, I don't even know how to explain it. It sounds legit. Anyway, it's going through a Neve emulation and it sounds real. That is Universal Audio. That's what they do. Amazing software. Let's just quickly scale through here if you're watching on YouTube. Look, API Vision channel, $99. That was $299. So that gives you an idea of some of the discounts here. Yes, Universal Audio are on the upper scale when it comes to price. However, they are super quality. All right, let's quickly move along. This next one was a pretty good deal coming from Softube. And they've got a deal on their tape emulation at the moment. Softube also in the top 5 for emulation, analog emulation. Wow, this thing sounds fantastic. I've actually got this and it's ridiculously priced. It's half price at the moment for $49. If you need a good tape emulated software, Softube have got you covered. No kickback from these last two for me. Absolutely no kickback, except there is an affiliate link in this next one. And this comes to us, of course, and I've spoken about this for the last couple of weeks, but you got to check this out because Native Instruments are I've never seen Native Instruments do this. Now, full disclosure, yes, affiliate link. Do yourself a favor, get some cheap Native Instruments plugins, but also support your boy Emlyn from Emlyn in the Mix by purchasing something, by clicking the link down below if you need these and if you like Native Instruments or you want Native Instruments. Come on, everyone's winning on this deal. Check it out. Guitar Rig Pro, what the heck? It was $299. Now the full version, $149.50. Or you can get upgrades from $74.50. Super cheap. Again, If you don't need this, don't get it. I mean, there's so much awesome software out there. However, Native Instruments, of course, making some of the best emulations. I really like this electric Sunburst guitar. Let's have a quick listen. This is just one of the things on sale. $39.50, this one. What the heck? I didn't even know that. That's nuts. All right, let's have a quick listen to electric Sunburst because I love it. Super good. That honestly is one of my favorite guitar instruments, and it is from Native Instruments. It's Electric Sunburst Deluxe. Do yourself a click that link below, guys. You can go there, get it right now, $39.50. What the heck? That is honestly my mind blowing. That is the best sounding, in my opinion, best sounding guitar instrument out there. Software instrument, of course. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is a freebie. Okay, no more money being spent now. Sales are finished. Valhalla Supermassive. What is Valhalla Supermassive? Well, it has been designed from the ground up for massive delays and reverb. Now, if you haven't heard of Valhalla before for their reverbs and delays, perhaps you've been living under a rock, but these are some of the most popular sounding reverb plugins and delay plugins on the planet. So Supermassive has 16 out of this world reverb delays modes. So you got Gemini, which is like a fast attack, shorter decay, high echo density. You've got Hydra, fastish attack, shorter decay, low to high echo density, depending on the density control setting. By the way, did I mention this plugin is free? Did I even say that? Yes, free. Okay, don't get too excited. Wait till the podcast is over, then go download this plugin. It's absolutely free. Of course, you have to sign up to their email or whatever, but who cares? You're getting this amazing plugin for free. Anyway, Sagittarius, slow attack, longer decay, high echo density, great annihilator, medium attack, very long decay, medium to high echo density. Anyway, you got all these different cool names. I love the names that they give the Valhalla Supermassive presets here. They go right down 19 presets, right down to Pisces, which is actually new in 2.0 because this is an updated plugin. Of course, Supermassive was here before, but now we're at version 2. And these new ones that are new, so you got Aquarius new, which is new in 2.0, a dedicated echo verb algorithm with a strong audible echo that can morph into a lush reverb with higher density settings. And then you've also got Pisces, which is the biggest sibling of Aquarius, echo verb, with even denser and lusher reverbs on tap than Aquarius. So all Valhalla plugins are self-documenting, so you can roll over the controls for the tooltip, and it's free. No strings attached. Just download to blow your mind and your music to new levels of consciousness and experience. And that's what it's not the most exciting GUI on the planet, but it does the job. It has everything you need. It has your wets, your dries, your warps, your delays, your feedbacks, your densities. Everything you could possibly need is there. And check out Valhalla Supermassive. Absolutely amazing indeed, and it's free. Go download it. All right, next is Emvoice. I don't know how you say Emvoice. We've reviewed them on the channel before. These guys have this AI, artificial intelligence singer for you, and they've actually just added a new voice. Now, each voice actually costs, whenever they release it, they obviously charge for it. They're doing half price at the moment, which is pretty nice of them. And we've also covered each individual voice that they've actually released. Originally, it was Thomas. Actually, no, it was Lucy to begin with, then they released Thomas. So Lucy is a female AI voice, Thomas being a male voice, of course. And then they released Jay, their second male voice. And now they've just released Keela. Let's have a quick listen. This website isn't really the greatest for sort of talking about the actual plugin. It does say how it works here, but let's have a quick I think the best way to hear these voices, like they're not real singers, obviously. These are artificial intelligence singers. Anyway, I'll just play it back and see what you think. I mean, they sound pretty good. So basically you just type the words or the lyrics and you write the notes, and then the singer will do the rest. Here we go. Let's have a listen.
I never shut my eyes again. I never shut my eyes again. Listen, I don't want to say it, but I hope you know what this is. We fell in deep. We fell in deep again. I'll find a way to carry your sorrows, not enough.
Pretty good.
To let you down. I might just have to take away the harder way, my heart away, yeah. Never know what to say, why do they envy me? I just need to feel some grace, my thoughts ahead of me. I don't wanna serenade, never been a renegade. Don't retrograde, just reinnovate. Never know what to say, why do they envy me? I just need
That's amazing.
thoughts ahead of me. I don't wanna serenade, never been a renegade. Don't retrograde, just reinnovate.
Wow. Very impressive demo. I mean, if you didn't know better, that sounds like an actual singer singing on that track. Very, very impressive demo. Please don't copyright strike me, whoever produced that mind-blowing demo. Obviously, they're using this to sell this voice, but you've got 4 voices there now. Each voice costs $59 at the moment. They're half price. And I think you need to pay for the plugin itself, or is it just $59 for each voice? I can't actually remember, but it might only just be $59 for each voice, and the plugin's sort of a part of that. Let me just check. So there is a free demo if you want to check it out. You can't obviously use the whole vocal range in the free demo. So the free demo, you can use the plugin and access the vocal engine for free, but it has limited to 7 notes. There you go. Now, if you actually pay for it, for example, female voice, Keela, female voice with a natural vocal range from the range of D2 up to G4 and usable range of C0 to C5, and access for a one-time payment of $59. That's really cheap, actually. If you need an artificial singer, or you don't like singing yourself and you just need a vocalist on your track, this could be the way to do it. I mean, session singers can be expensive. I don't know. If you can program it and make it sound that good, then it's probably worth it. All right, let's get along to our exciting news. The 2 bombs that got dropped this week was, of course, from Roland. It's the first one here. Second one being Moog, which we're going to speak about next. And Roland have dropped the Jupiter 4 in software form. Yes, the classic. So the original Jupiter synthesizer reborn. The Jupiter 4 software synthesizer is an authentic recreation of the first synthesizer to carry the iconic Jupiter name. Introduced in 1978, the Jupiter 4 kicked off the storied legacy of Roland analog polysynths and sounds exactly like you'd expect. Warm, fat, and evocative of synth pop, new wave, and other emerging styles of the era. Now you can have this analog classic in your own productions and performances, complete with modern enhancements that take its creative capabilities further than ever. Let's have a quick listen to the introduction here on the Jupiter 4 here, just on this video. Have a listen to this. Here we go. I'm just going to play this back for you.
Introducing the Jupiter 4 software synthesizer from Roland, a recreation of an original classic. First released back in 1978, the Jupiter 4 would become Roland's first ever polyphonic synthesizer, sporting a host of nuances and features that would go on to influence the early synth pioneers and artists of the time, as well as
beautiful
paving
looking
the way
synth,
for
by the way.
Jupiter series and its close family relative, the Juno series. Now the Jupiter 4 is back in full force with a selection of additional features, taking this vintage gem into the modern day, whether it be on your door, in the studio, or on your hardware, on the road, performing live. So let's dive in and take a closer look.
All right, we're not going to obviously dive in and play the whole video here on the podcast, but there you go. This is a classic. This was Roland's first foray into polyphonic synthesis. So just keep that in mind. And now, being that it's Roland, you know their software is the better. I don't even know what I'm saying. What part of better? But you know what I mean? Like, there is nothing really that comes close to the way Roland emulates their own software so well, because they know that the Roland fanboys are going to get it, right? Not only the Roland fanboys, but also just people who like that sound are going to get this because they know they're going to get that sound. They know they're going to get a classic, and Roland's going to do a good job. So a new wave, Roland's first polyphonic analog synthesizer, launched the Jupiter legacy of best-in-class sound and cutting-edge innovation. Along with its incredible synthesis power, the Jupiter 4 brought digital voltage control and the ability to store 8 user presets. That was a big deal back in the day, by the way, because before then, or most synthesizers before then, couldn't even store presets. Just imagine, you couldn't even save the sounds that you actually created by twirling all the knobs and buttons and so forth. But anyway, with new technological wizardry dubbed comphuphonic, sorry. But the real magic was in grabbing the panel controls and designing big, beautiful tones which led synth pioneers to create timeless tracks that continue to influence musicians today. And some have said tracks, we're not going to play them back, but you got songs like Rio from Duran Duran, She Blinded Me with the Silence, Thomas Dolby, Almost Medieval, The Human League, main titles by Virgilis. And that was actually featured in the Blade Runner film. So it's analog circuit behavior is what Roland are calling this, which is kind of like, I think Korg has natural, or I can't remember. They have their own patented names of how to emulate the software. So we've used our own proprietary circuit modeling technology to bring the Jupiter 4 to life in your DAW. Or System 8 if you have one of those. The ACB process involves carefully analyzing original hardware units, circuit diagrams, and other historical data, and we then use this information to recreate the authentic circuit behaviors of the vintage instrument, including all the beloved quirks and instabilities. This is what gives the Jupiter 4 software synthesizer its breathtakingly lifelike sound that buzzes with unique character. And let's just have a listen to it. Let's listen to this comphuphonic sound. Here's a bit of a demo, software synthesizer demo from Jupiter 4. Yeah. Wow, we're going a bit modern here. Fantastic demo. Freaking beautiful demo. I don't normally play demos that long, but that was wow. That was cool. They the start of that demo sounded really like, I thought it was just going to be an 80s sort of take on this particular synthesizer, because obviously this was iconic in that era, 70s, 80s, but they went a bit modern in the middle there. I really liked the middle. I was not expecting that. And they really showed how that sounds can be so sparse and, you know, wide and mono, and just a beautiful demo, absolutely beautiful demo. So supersonic, comphuphonic. During the development of the Jupiter 4 plugin, we found areas to improve the original hardware while keeping the authentic experience intact. So we've imbued the new version with enhancements that boost its power power even further, including extended oscillator range, adjustable noise velocity sensitivity, sub-oscillator volume control, and a flexible arpeggiator, in addition to perfectly modeling the Jupiter 4's lush ensemble chorus. We've added a slew of new effects, including phaser, flanger, overdrive, reverb, and delay, so they've modernized it for the DAW users. I mean, it's software, why not? They can just add these things, but damn, that sounds good. Wow. Jupiter 4, what an incredible product. I told you it's good. If it's from Roland, you know it's good. They're doing their own software. They're going to do it justice. We know that. Anyway, go do yourself a favor. Check it out. It is all... You can use it with the System 8, so you can turn your System 8. This is pretty cool. They got a picture, if you're looking here on YouTube, they got the System 8 and they got the Jupiter 4 sort of blended in together. That looks kind of cool. But look, you can get this in your DAW. It is a piece of software now. I wonder if it's part of, now if you head over to Roland, it's maybe part of their, they have like a Zencore subscription service, but you can probably purchase it outright as well. Anyway, yeah, it has Join now here, which is sort of like the subscription service where you get, various synths and so forth. Jupiter 4 is just another one that's added to their collection. Very cool indeed, Roland. You guys, I mean, you're killing it this year. The products you're dropping, gotta love it. Gotta love what Roland's doing, keeping their old line alive, which is the legacy behind Roland, which people love. All right, let's move on, because this next one is a bomb. So this next one, this came out of nowhere. Like, I didn't see this coming, okay? So Moog, we're at Moog now, Moog have actually made a budget-friendly synthesizer. I mean, I know they've been trying. They've definitely been trying. They've definitely been working towards getting to that budget-friendly crowd, but now they've really done it, and I'm sure there's going to be an array of YouTubers getting their hands on this. They probably already have, playing with this semi-modular analog synthesizer. Anyway, this is Mavis. Meet Mavis from Moog. Yes, introducing you guys a new budget-friendly semi-modular analog synthesizer from Moog. It's only $349 US. I mean, that from Moog is unheard of, right? So Mavis is a powerful, low-cost, $349 US, build-it-yourself, semi-modular analog synthesizer that invites creatives to begin their journey into the Moog ecosystem or expand their existing synth setup. With the legendary Moog sound and quality, Mavis delivers serious value in the form of an affordable, compact musical machine. And it's now shipping worldwide. And can I just say one thing? This website, if you're watching us on YouTube here, the website, wow, how come no one had thought of this before? Usually when we're scrolling through these websites, they go from up to down. Moog, boom, changing the game left to right here. This is cool. I really like this website. So it is a complete Moog analog synthesizer for only $349. Mavis delivers the huge depth of sound Moog is known for in a compact, feature-packed instrument that is also compatible with any Eurorack system. So if you're all into that Eurorack jazz, look, I never got into it. I'm going to be real with you. I probably won't. I mean, unless it's a rabbit hole. It's a wormhole of spending and going crazy. But I can see why people like it. I can see why people go down that Eurorack road, because there's lots of little, you can tweak things and have a lot of fun with it. Anyway, this is compatible with it. So if you did, this could be your start into your Eurorack, okay? So on its own, Mavis is an expressive and inspiring analog synthesizer with patchable modular utilities and unmistakable Moog sound and quality. That's what you really want, right? Because it is Moog. And when removed from its enclosure, the instrument becomes a 24-point CV controllable module, 44 HP, ready to be installed into any Eurorack setup or Moog semi-modular system. Perfect for first-time users and established synthesizers alike. Mavis's semi-modular design and one-octave keyboard allow for immediate musical exploration without the need for additional equipment, except for a speaker or a headphone, of course. Anyway, I'm not going to read the whole write-up here, but this is super exciting for having a look here. If you are watching us on YouTube, it's a really nice layout. You got your CV control over here, and then it's just a very simple synthesizer layout. You got the VCO here, VCF here, LFO here, and your EG here, with your attack, decay, sustain, release. And then you got this little one-octave keyboard down the bottom here. Very simple, very easy to understand, and just very cool if you want to get into the whole semi-modular analog synthesizer thing, and you're getting a Moog. So it's got the key features here: 24-point patch bay, full range analog oscillator, voltage control filter, which is your VCF, audio rate LFO and 4-stage envelope generator. You got wave folding and modular utilities, patchable sample and hold circuit, and it comes with a protective cover if you like that. Now, love this picture here. It looks like they've put it into a rack and they've maybe put it here with another Moog. I'm not sure, the DFAM. I'm not familiar with all the small sort of Eurorack Moogy things that are happening at the moment, but this one excited me because it is affordable. For once, it is affordable. Seamless configuration with Eurorack systems and Moog's 60 HP semi-modular synths. That must be one of those there. Anyway, let's have a quick listen to this because that's what you want to hear. You want to know how it sounds. 80s bass. Anyway, guys, you get the idea. It sounds super lush. Just think about this. You're getting a Moog for only $349. Absolutely amazing. I wanted to include it here on the podcast. What do you guys think of it? I'm going to have to leave the podcast there. But what did you think of today's podcast? Let's talk about it. You know, are you enjoying the sales? Are you loving the fact that Roland is re-releasing some of their old iconic lineup in software form? And what do you think of this Moog Mavis? Are you going to go get it? Are you going to check it out? Are you going to get into Eurorack? I don't know. Anyway, it's been Emlyn in the mix. It has been a quieter week, but it's still some exciting bombs dropping here and there. And I did have to do this podcast a day earlier, only because I'm super busy tomorrow. But I hope you've enjoyed this week's podcast, guys. Thank you to my regular listeners for coming back week to week. Really appreciate it. And all the new listeners out there that are enjoying this content, thank you so much. We'll be back next week. Till then, you know what to do. Peace out. Boom.